Hello, beautiful souls. I am Ella from Return to One Quantum Healing. Michaela and I felt drawn to doing a healing for the Twin Flame Collective, and upon checking in to see what is most needed right now, our guidance was to do a healing to clear blocks to receiving your heart's desire. And although this healing is primarily for the Twin Flame Collective, we intend for it to be available to all who feel drawn to it and for whom the timing is appropriate right now. So with me is Michaela.
Hi everyone. During the healing, I'll be channeling high-level Mintakan encoded Reiki to create a safe space and also to amplify the healing that is done in the session.
Thank you, Michaela. So we're going to connect with our guides and our healing teams, and we're going to ask them to open up to us which blocks need to be healed today for us to be able to really move into that place where we are open to receiving our heart's desires. So the first thing my team is saying is that although this is a collective healing, we need to know that there's a lot of individual differences in what people need in order to receive their heart's desire. The biggest block, however, that we need to work on today revolves around, can we believe that it is possible for us to receive our heart's desire? Or have we become so accustomed to not receiving our heart's desire that we say the right things, do the right things maybe, but in our deepest beings, we don't really believe that it's possible for us to receive that. And the second block that they have raised was that even when we believe that it is possible, we do tend to vacillate. So one day we believe it's possible, tomorrow we think, oh, it's never going to happen. And that's a very mixed message that we're sending out there. So we're going to ask them what would be the best way for us to heal this for the collective so that everyone that listens to this healing would be able to benefit from it. And how can we shift this so that we would really, truly, with every soul in our beings and every part of our energy fields, believe that we can receive our heart's desire. And so the first thing they're showing me is that as a collective, it looks like we are walking on a long and dusty road. And initially when we start out on this road, there's excitement and joy and everybody's singing. And the song we're singing reminds me of the language of Atlantis. It was a beautiful song known to all of us. And then as we proceed on this journey, some of us tend to fall by the wayside. And yet others are getting really tired and falling behind. And some are running ahead, and because they're too far ahead, they get caught in situations where they don't have the support that they need. I guess this is very apt in terms of our day-to-day life. we start on the journey. It can be very hard when you first awaken, but then there's a level of excitement that tends to kick in, and we believe that things are possible. And as time goes by and our heart's desires are not necessarily met immediately or within the first year or 2 years on this journey, we start wondering whether it's really possible. And there are those who really fall by the wayside and just completely discontinue the journey. And that's okay. There's no judgment for it. It's just where their souls are. And then there's some of us who really get tired, but we persist. And then there are a few of us who are totally overexcited, okay, and completely running ahead of things. And in that way, that could be a block in itself, because it means that the support isn't always there when they need the support. So what they're showing me is like on the road being attacked and not having backup. So how do we heal this in a way that there could be such a surety in all of us that we know, like we know, like we know, it is possible for us to receive our heart's desire. And not only it is possible for us, my guides are reminding me that we need to speak in the here and now. We receive our heart's desire. So while we've been talking next to this long and dusty road, a river started flowing. It's a beautiful river. It's not flowing too strongly. It's not standing still. The water is crystal, crystal clear. But for most of us, we don't see the river because we're so focused on just putting one foot in front of the other on the journey. We can't see what's happening around us. So there's a collective of guides and angels, and it looks like they're stopping the entire group and calling us all together. And as we all settle down, and we're all grateful for a well-deserved rest, so most of us are sitting down. As we're sitting down, they're showing us the river that most of us have never even seen. And they're saying, the river is here for you to refresh. The river is here for you to have water. The river is here for you to put your weary feet in. The river is here for you to allow you to just float on your back, downstream. It doesn't have to be so hard. And as a collective, we're not quite sure whether we can trust that. But slowly, one by one, we're going down to the river. And we start by just putting our feet in the water. As we put our feet in the water, it's like we're being drawn into the water. The water isn't too deep, it's sort of just above your shoulders. And many of us are dipping our heads under the water, and we're just really enjoying this beautiful water. While we're doing this, the water is washing away all the struggles, particularly all the belief systems that we've developed over time around, is it possible even? Is it not possible? Can I do this? Or am I not going to make it? Is it going to show up for me or not? And it's washing away all negativity, all preconceived ideas. And I want to encourage you as you stand in that water, just allow the water to wash away anything that is not aligned with you receiving your heart's desires. And this is not only for your twin flame journey, this is every part of your life. And as the water continues to wash away the old, we're beginning to shine like beautiful, beautiful, I guess light beings is the right word for it. How light is coming to the fore again. How lights that have been dimmed because of this journey that's been hard until now. How lights are coming back on. And we look at each other and we see the light in the other, and you see the light in yourself. And as we start seeing the light, there is such joy. And we're just filled with joy and gratitude. And relief, I have to admit. A lot of relief. Because suddenly it doesn't feel so hard anymore. And now that the old has been washed away, the new is coming in. And the water now is completely clear. We can see right down to the bottom. And it carries with it a deep-seated knowingness. The faith to leave us with, I know, like I know, like I know, that I can have my heart's desires. I know, like I know, like I know, that I will have my heart's desires. And then as one, we all proclaim, I have my heart's desires. And proclaim that for yourself. I have my heart's desires. And so our faith and our belief and the fact that it is possible to have our heart's desires is being restored. And as the faith is being restored, we're starting to float on our backs and we're floating downstream. But it's like there's still some confusion. What is my heart's desire really? And so again, the guides are stopping us. And they're using the water to clear all confusion around what it is that we want from our fields. And after this healing, you will know, like you know, what it is that you want. You will also know that you will receive that. So they're still washing it away, they're still clearing it out. And again, as the old is removed, more light is incoming. And we shine even brighter. And we now turn on our backs and we start floating down this river where there's ease and grace and flow. And as we float down the river, it's like the river takes a couple of different pathways, and it's taking us exactly to where we need to be. Be open to seeing where you're going, knowing where you're going, knowing that with faith and trust, you can step into a place of ease and grace and flow. There is no more confusion. We know where we're going. And we know what's at the end of this journey. No more long dusty roads, just ease. No more doubt, just knowingness. And as you float along your specific path, allow yourself to be filled with this knowing, this is where I'm going to. And already some are asking, but what if my river that I'm floating in takes a detour somewhere? And you know, the answer from our guides around that is sometimes detours have purpose. At the same time, you get to decide. Are you open to detours? Or do you just want to go straight to where you need to be? Straight to your heart's desire. And as one, we say no more detours. We proclaim that we're going straight to our heart's desire. And because we proclaim it, so it will be. So our guides are encouraging us to speak up. Don't be afraid to want what you want. It is yours already. You just have to claim it. Doesn't have to be hard. Ease, grace, flow is what surrounds us now. Feel the relief and feel the beauty of being in this amazing space. And so I'm going to just check in with our guides to see is there anything more that needs to be done for this healing to be complete, and for all of us to step out of the session with a deep knowingness that we have our heart's desires. And it doesn't have to be hard. It comes with ease and grace and flow. And my guides are saying that this healing is complete, and each one of us just need to allow now. No more doubt, no more fears, no more confusion. This is your path that takes you straight to your heart's desire. So thank you to all who were willing to be part of this healing. Thank you to our guidance teams, all the higher beings that helped us to understand and helped us to release, and helped us to step out of the old and into the new. We are so grateful. And thank you, Michaela, for your beautiful Mintakan healing energy. And we now proclaim that it is done, it is done, it is done.